Hello everyone, Lisa here, aka Crafting Diva. Thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel today. I hope you're all doing well and super excited to share this beautiful product collection and paper collection from the brand new John Next Door magazine box kit. If you're not aware, I do lots of magazine commissions for all sorts of craft magazines here in the UK, and what I like to do is when I get a commission, I like to come on and film a little sneak peek video for you all. Obviously I get the products well in advance of the magazine actually being printed, so I do not have a physical magazine to share with you, but I do like to give you a sneak peek of what products you will receive and the papers and ephemera pieces that will come with that magazine. I've done this for quite a long time now, so I do have a playlist of all different types of magazines that I've worked on, so I will link my playlist in that description box below if you'd like to go and check them out. And today I'm super honored I got to work on the brand new John Next Door collection. I love John Next Door products. I've done a few of these magazines before, and yeah, I really think his products are really great quality, and he always makes a really nice collection that works so well together. So the collection this time I would say is a bit of a Mediterranean feel collection. You've got designs that kind of give you that tile effect. You've got olives and things like that that really gives it a sort of a Mediterranean feel. The papers are beautiful bright colors. So what I will do is to talk you through the items you will receive, and then I go off and have a play with these beautiful products, and then at the end of the video I come back and share the samples that I've made and give you a little bit of information about the brief I had to follow. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video. If you do, please give it the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. I'd absolutely love you to do that. It's free of charge to do. You do not get charged by YouTube or me. You just click that subscribe button and just make sure you hit that little bell icon and make sure you've got notifications on so that you receive a little notification when I upload a brand new video. So without further ado, let me talk you through the beautiful products and the papers that come with this brand new kit from John Next Door. So first of all, in the kit you will receive this mini embossing folder, and as you will see what I said about a sort of tile effect to these designs, you get this stunning mini embossing folder with this gorgeous design to it. As you can see, it's been repeated, so you could easily match this up to make a larger embossed panel. So really love that, and it's nice to have a mini embossing folder for a change, something a little bit different. Then you will also receive a two-piece die set. So this, you get an outer edge die and a really detailed inner die. So when you cut this out, if you just cut the outer edge out, you will get this design here, so which makes a beautiful matten layer for your topper or your sentiment. So really a nice shape just as a basic shape die, but if you want to add even more detail to your die cut, you use this inner piece die, and then when you cut it out you get all this detail cut into your cardstock. And as you can see how super fine this die cuts out, so it's absolutely beautiful die that you receive with the kit this time. So you will receive that two-piece die set, and then you also get this gorgeous stamp set. As you can see what I said about sort of Mediterranean designs, you've got sort of leaves, tile effect, block stamps, you've got sort of like Grecian elements, you've got olive branch here, you've got again a block style stamp, you've got gorgeous sentiments like sent with love, happy birthday and thank you, and then you've got this gorgeous wreath design at the top, so you will receive that stamp set as well. And then your gorgeous ephemera and paper collection you will get in the kit. As you can see, beautiful bright colors. You've got all these beautiful little sentiments that you can cut out or die cut out. Thinking of you, just checking in, birthday wishes, live for the moment, hello, good luck. Lots and lots of amazing sentiments and cut apart pieces there. And then if I take you into the actual papers themselves, again, you will see quite a Mediterranean look of toppers here that you can cut out and fussy cut out. You've got sentiment borders and then nice pattern borders at the bottom of this sheet. And then as you can see from the papers, they are beautiful, bright, classic kind of designs. You've got this blue background with the white flowers. And then if we flip over, you will see what I mean about Moroccan tile effect papers, blues, yellows and white. Absolutely stunning. Lovely sort of watercolor soft stripe paper. A more vibrant greeny yellow design here with the flowers on the top. A lovely green stripe paper. A lovely mosaic type paper in this blue tones with the white in the background that I absolutely love. Again, look like real Moroccan style tiles on a whole A4 sheet of paper. We've got sort of an Aztec design with this triangle pattern blue tone design. More sort of tile block stamp design in this beautiful green and white pattern. We've got another bold, bright design here with the blue, white and yellow tones. Really, really pretty. Then we've got this subtle design that is white background with faux stamping of that olive leaf in a lovely soft sagey green. If I bring that up closer to the camera, you will see how beautiful that piece of paper is. Then we've got another sort of block print design in this sort of half oval design. Really, really like that design. You've got again sort of an Aztec design with this yellow print on top of the white background. And then your back sheet again is this lovely bold design with the yellow, blue and the white. And absolutely love that design as well. It's very bright, very bold, but just looks so lovely. So they are the papers and the cut apart and your little toppers that you will receive in your paper kit. And like I say, you get that gorgeous stamp set, the 2-piece die set and the mini embossing folder. So they are the items that you will receive in your John Next Door magazine box kit. I'm going to go off and have a play and make my samples, so I do hope you'll stick with this video, as I will put at the end of the video the samples that I've made using these gorgeous products. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in a little while. Hello everyone, I'm back with you to share the samples that I've been off and had a play and made with the brand new John Next Door magazine box kit. A little bit about the brief that I had to follow. I had to make 5 cards using the kit. My main feature I had to make was showing how to add colour to your die cuts, the stamps, and incorporating it with the papers from the kit. Like I said, to make 5 cards, I had to do 1 circle, 1 square and 3 other cards of my choice. And yeah, I really enjoyed playing with this kit, really enjoyed using some more brighter toned colors. So without further ado, let me share with you some of the cards that I have made with this beautiful collection from John Next Door. So first of all, I wanted to do a DL shape card, and I wanted to show off how you could add color using those block stamps without having to use your traditional coloring pens, watercolor pens, anything like that. I wanted to show that you can use ink pads to add colouring to your projects. So I made this DL card by matting and laying some of that gorgeous olive branch paper on this sort of soft green tone pale card that I had. So I matted and layered that on, and then cut 2 strips of the striped green paper, stamped the sentiment "Sent with Love." I cut my sentiment stamp up because this was a joint stamp, so I've just cut it so I've got the love separate so that I could stamp it in a straight line. So another great tip of your stamp is, if you can possibly cut it apart so you can use it in different ways, it's a really great thing to do. So I've done that top and bottom of my design. Then on a bit of white stamping card, I've used that gorgeous block style stamp and stamped 4 of the image in a Lisa Horton ink pad just in a straight line, just to be bold and just show you how beautiful that stamp is on its own. Then I've just added some little green enamel dots to the center of those stamped images just to make them stand out. Really super easy to make. Matted that on the matching green cardstock and 3D'd that up on the card to give it some dimension. So a super quick card to make, but I think it really does give a nice statement to that DL card. So that's the first design I made. Then I went for a nice bold yellow tone design. For this I made a white circle card base, cut a piece of yellow cardstock, and then I've used that leaf design stamp with some oxide inks this time all the way round, again to show that you can use ink pads to add colour. Then I've used that beautiful Aztec yellow paper, matted this more orangey sunflower tone paper, and then again on a piece of white stamping card I've stamped the flower design twice, once with a pale yellow and then more of a darker colour. Again, these are Lisa Horton ink pads. I will have all the information of what products I've used in the materials list that will be printed in the magazine. And then I've just stamped that all the way round the circle to make this gorgeous design. Use one of the sentiments from the paper kits, hello, and just inked around the edge. So that is the circle design that I made. Then for one of my square designs, I've made a 10-fold design. This time I've mixed a tiny bit of black with this design, so I really wanted those colours to pop out. So I matted the gorgeous green stripe paper on a bit of black cardstock. Again, used a bit of that gorgeous olive branch paper for a little border in the background. And then this is the embossing folder, and I've done that technique that I've shown you before on my channel, where you get a piece of cardstock and put all different coloured inks on that piece of white cardstock. Then you run it through your embossing folder with black ink on the smooth side of the embossing folder. Again, I will put all these instructions in the magazine so you can get step-by-step instructions on how to do this design. But as you can see, because you've added those inks on the paper first, that stands out, and the black ink just really makes those colours pop. Again, these were Lisa Horton inks I've used because I'm really enjoying using those inks to give that real bright, vibrant colour to my designs. And then just to finish off, I've added a happy birthday from the paper set, and then again added some 3D foam just to give it some dimension as well. So that is one of my square designs. Then I thought I'd make a nice little A6 design, and for this design I have 3D'd onto an A6 card base, piece of white cardstock, and then matted this gorgeous mosaic paper. I used the die to cut an aperture into the mosaic paper before I obviously 3D'd it to my card base. Then I die cutted the die and cut the inner piece out. Then I've matted it on some of the gorgeous Aztec yellow paper and the green stripe paper, and then just shown you that what you can do is die cut your die cuts in just plain cardstock, and then I've used a Copic pen to colour the actual die cut in this gorgeous dark blue colour. Obviously then I've done my matting layering, putting those papers behind the die cut, and then I've used a gel pen just to colour in elements of that die cut just to make those patterns stand out even more. And then again I've added some of the enamel dots just to bring the design out. Use one of those gorgeous sort of Aztec borders, and then the sentiment, hope you have a lovely day. And then for my final card I did a 6x6 card. This time I've matted the blue stripe paper on some navy cardstock. I've cut that die cut 4 times, adding the detailed die into the center. I've done some watercolor panels to go behind the pale blue die cut, Again, I die cutted these all out of white cardstock and coloured the die cuts first of all in this pale blue Copic pen and then the darker blue Copic pen. I matted the two pale panels on these gorgeous little watercolour panels that I made with some Novo shimmer powders, and then the darker blue I've matted on that gorgeous yellow Aztec paper, and I've used a metallic marker to colour again in the areas of them die cuts to make that pattern stand out even more. And then I've cut one of the sentiments, hope your birthday is filled with momental love. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. And yeah, another beautiful design, hopefully showing off those die cuts and how you can add colour to your die cuts that you cut out and then the elements that are left behind. So they are the 5 designs that I've made for the commission today for John Next Door. Really love this collection. I think those die cuts and the stamps are really bold designs, and you can make some really beautiful cards with this collection. So I hope you might go and treat yourself to the magazine. I hope you've had a nice look at the sneak peek of the products and the papers you will receive, and I hope these samples have inspired you in some sort of little way. I'd love to read any of your comments, so please feel free to leave those in the comments box below. And thanks so much for watching today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.